And yeah, the audio sucks, but I'm in a giant warehouse. This is the actual place where I work. Contrary to popular belief, I do have a real job. So this truck is here because I'm running out of space in the other areas, and what I needed to do is do an update on this video because you guys haven't seen it in a month, or was it 2 months? It does run and drive. We're going to pull it out, we're going to take it outside, and we're going to talk about it. Just like many of us do out there in the real world, we all have to wear different hats. And speaking of hats, this particular one, it's from one of the most famous racetracks on the globe. And it's from Silverstone, or as we call it in America, Silverstone. You got Spa, you got Monaco, you got Silverstone. And a good buddy of mine sent that to me, so it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, that's my tip of the hat to British watchers and viewers. Thank you guys very much. Let's talk about this Studebaker. If you've been watching the channel, you know this is basically a 2004 through 2009 Dodge Durango underneath here. And all we did was basically hollow this sucker out and drop it down onto the floor pan from the Durango. That allowed me to keep the same pedal box, the same steering location. So it actually fits on this truck really well. I mean, I moved it a little, but let's take a look. It's not done, obviously. We're gonna get it back to the shop and start working on it real soon. But I mean, there you go. So right now it doesn't have any cooling, so I can't just take it around and burn out on it and jump the tracks, even though I would really like to. But what I can do is turn it around and see if it'll spit a little gravel. So to answer the age-old burning question, will it do a burnout? Yes. It is also on gravel. Anything will do a burnout on gravel. But I think it's got enough power that if you put it on pavement, give it a little beans, it'll spin them. So it's already all-wheel drive, as you saw. And the chassis is unaltered. This is a 0409 Dodge Durango, independent front suspension. It's a straight rear axle, but it's on truck arms and it has coils. Not coilovers, but it's, you know, it's got a Watts link. It actually performs pretty well. And when you take all the weight of that hulking SUV off of it, you end up with something that literally drives like a giant truck-shaped go-kart. It's a lot of fun. There's plenty of room in here. We still have a lot of work to do. I'll show you. It needs an interior. We don't have that yet, which I have the carpet, and I actually have a bench seat from the other Studebaker that's going to go in here. This will be the first one with a bench seat, which means you can take 3 people instead of just your 2. And but the cruise works. It'll be road legal, no problem. So the hope is we can get it back to the shop and get working on it. I may start working on it here, so stay tuned to the channel for that. So that's going to do it for this truck. I wanted to show it to you. There's a few things I learned from this little play today. And the fuel in there has got to be 5 years old, 4 years old. So the fuel's really bad. I'm surprised it runs on it. I'll drain that out and get good fuel. I still have to do the final trim on the wheel arches. You can see from the video they're too close. Obviously the interior, the cooling system, and a bed floor. I did get a really cool exhaust from Fleabay. I think it's going to be a little loud for this truck, almost like straight piped, but you know what? I think this truck needs straight pipe. And then I got some welding to do, obviously. I was in a time crunch and we've been very busy, so I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the all-wheel drive Hemi Studebaker. In the midst of the Chevy, and there's the 68 Ford, and I could go on and on. So what I want to do is tell everyone, I want to extend my gratitude. Thank you so much when you like, when you subscribe, and when you share these videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.